Hi there. Welcome to Called Cinema. My name is Aaron, and we are going to be looking at partner labels today from Vinegar Syndrome. Hey there, Keg. Hey there, William. Yeah, it is actually not a young Sean Young. It is an actress that is, I think, going to be very, very big, and we're going to be talking about her today because she stars in one of the partner labels. Um, she stars in a movie called Shiva Baby, and it's right here. So we're going to be looking at that one today. Now, when it comes to the partner labels, guys, I have not like grabbed every partner label. For me, I've gotten to a point and to a spot where I'm curating my collection, my films, as opposed to like just collecting. So I don't need to have like every numbered spine or thing on the shelf. Which is, if you got the bones to do it, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. But for me right now, what I want to do is make sure that I have the best of the best. Hey there, Death Bomb. Welcome, man. And some of these here, I think, are some of the best partner label releases that were put out. And some I don't have. So we're going to go to the website and look at those as well. We're going to look at the partner labels extensively today. Hey there, Robert. And I got asked, I guess I should start with this one because I got asked, is that a young Sean Young? And I kind of see what you're saying. But this is a young Rachel Sennett. This one here is Shiva Baby. It's one of my favorite partner releases. It is from Utopia. And if you have not checked this movie out, it is really, really good. It is a comedy, drama, a dramedy that has an anxiety attack sequence that, in all honesty, is shot like a horror film scene. And it is so well done. Rachel Sennett, if you're looking at this face and you said, I think I know this face, I think I know her from somewhere, then you probably saw the movie Bodies, 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 or at least saw the commercials for it. She was kind of the breakout star in that film. And that was one of my top films. I think it was my top film of last year. She is really good in this. And she plays a girl named Danielle who is not quite sure what she wants to do with her life, what she wants to do in college. You know, she has all kinds of thoughts. Hey there, Strangeland. It is warm over here today, but right now she's a sugar baby, and she goes to a Shiva with her where her parents are at. They kind of make her go. While she's there, her sugar daddy actually shows up with his wife and kid, as does her ex-girlfriend. Your girlfriend has amazing taste, Death Bomb. Tell her I think she's awesome. And tell her if she has not seen Shiva Baby, she 100% needs to see this. The famous or infamous like artwork for Shiva Baby is right here. So this is Rachel Sennett, and I think she's fairly nude here, but she's wearing what's supposed to be cream cheese and bagels. So it is a great release from Utopia, and it's one I've always recommended to people. It came with a poster, which I got actually put aside, but fantastic release. Let's go to Gunpowder and Sky. Because I want to dive all over the place with these releases and mention her smell. This is one that I wasn't aware of until I saw this here release. So Gunpowder and Sky is one that I wish I had more of. They put out, what was the one, the science fiction one did? Rust, Dust, something like that. But this one really stood out to me. And I love the artwork on this one. This kind of reminds me of what they did for Censor, in that we have this hard box release right here. And we have, in the interior art, we got a kind of a Spin magazine, like phony cover, and kind of one of those computer ads on the back. I love this artwork here. And then you go into the film itself, and you got her smell, which is a fantastic release. If you never checked it out, it's about this like punk rock star named Becky something. And it stars Elizabeth Moss, who I really enjoy. We got Dan Stevens in here as well, who was my personal pick for James Bond, by the way, and Cara Delevingne. I had a lot of fun with this one. It comes with a nice booklet, and I love the fact that they do the Blu-ray like it's a CD, of the Acker Girls, which is the fictional band in the in the movie. Kind of on the fence about it. I enjoyed it. But everybody's got their own thing when it comes to this type of stuff. But it's one that I had to get. It's one that just really stood out to me. And there are times when I'm waiting for sales and stuff like that. And there's times like when I got her smell where I saw it, I immediately decided to pick it up. It was one of the partner labels that I grabbed at full price. Same with the Shiva Baby. Partner labels that I grabbed at full price. Let's talk about a company that was a partner label that unfortunately aren't anymore. So we're going to look at 3 of their releases and one of their box sets. We're into the Memorial Day sale on flat screens. 75-inch Samsung, really nice. So I can play 4K. Well, it's come to that point, William, where people are going like, I'm not sure if I'm going to get into 4K. I'm not sure if I'm going to get into 4K. And as we see what's coming out from Scream Factory, from Blue Underground, from Vinegar Syndrome, from Severin, whether collectors want to get into 4K or not, they've gone all in. So, if you want to, I guess if you want to keep getting the releases that you want, Scream Factory and Vinegar Syndrome are going to be like moving more strongly towards like 4K. You'll still get your Blu-ray releases, but 4K releases tend to be like the kind of the big thing right now. So let's look at, here's the first one I picked up from this company. And this is I Start Counting. Now, I think BFI or Eureka, someone put this out in the UK, but this is from Fun City Editions. Fun City Editions was the first breakthrough company when it came to their partner labels. This is the company that people like started to look at like strongly right away. Now, Fun City has unfortunately moved over to MVD, which is a shame because as somebody that orders my stuff in Canada, MVD is not a great place as far as I know for ordering in ordering to Canada, especially when it comes to shipping costs and stuff like that. One of the really good things with Vinegar Syndrome is that Vinegar Syndrome. Well, I know most of the guys here are probably from the U.S. with a few people from Europe or other areas. But if you're from Canada, one of the great things about Vinegar Syndrome is they have a place in Vinegar Syndrome, a place in Canada to send out their releases. So you don't have to worry about like extraordinarily high, costs for shipping. I'm looking at you, Severin, kind of, but Vinegar Syndrome are smart that way. They're good when it comes to that. But Fun City Editions was one of the companies that if there's still some that are available, grab them when you can. I Start Counting is one of these. It's an early film with Jenna Agutter, and she is really, really good in this movie right here. She has kind of an obsession with her stepbrother, and it is, hey there, Dustin, welcome, man. Meanwhile, there's somebody going around killing girls around her age. Thank you, Indy man. This is our first super sticker of the day, and just so you know, anytime that we get a super sticker or a super chat come up, we get Ghostface cake. So yes, anytime we get a super sticker or super chat come up on here today, we get an appearance from Ghostface cake. Thank you, Indy, and that's our first Ghostface cake of the day. This is a great film. It is a coming of age film. It is a psychological Hitchcockian type thriller. It is so well done. If you have not seen I Start Counting, I really recommend you check this out. Whether you live in the UK or you live in North America or wherever, this is a great one. I'm pretty sure Indy has this one. You got this one right, Indy? That's my thing now. But like anytime I get a super chat or I get a sticker, Ghostface cake, we get an appearance. I started that today. I did not know if I was going to get one, so thank you. Next up, because I liked I Started Counting so much, I went back and grabbed their first release, which was Alphabet City. And man, am I glad I did. This is a really good release. Fantastic cast in this one here. Wonderful film. And Vincent Spanos and some Michael Winslow, Jamie Gertz, Kate Vernon. Such a good movie. Again, you open it up. It's a wonderful release. Here's the artwork, Conde. And it is fantastic, like Death Bomb. It's one of those movies that I truly have to say, like, I knew I'd seen it, but it'd been a long time. I'm so glad I picked it up. only have a couple other Fun City editions before we go on to the other ones, and that is Walking the Edge right here. This one is in the limited edition section right now. I think so. This one is selling out. Uh, I'm not quite sure if it's sold out yet or if it's just gotten really low. We'll actually check out. So we are going to go over to the website there in a second now, because you guys are going to get tired of seeing me. Exactly. Vinegar Syndrome's Canadian distribution was an amazing lifesaver. It actually, it like really cinched it for me when it came to Vinegar Syndrome. And when I was getting the monthly subscription package, which if you got the money to do it, I definitely recommend it. Um, I always got my stuff like pretty quickly on time, and I was super stoked about it. I was stressed because like it was like so much money, but if you got the bones for that like Vinegar Syndrome subscription package, it's really worth it. Like it's really worth it. The stuff they come out with. This is an excellent film. If you've not seen this one, I'm 100% check this out. Great stuff on here. We have we'll see the other artwork as well, so you can see it. I should switch it around to actually be honest with you. But it's actually stars Nancy Kwan, Joe Spinell, Robert Forster, of course, is the main star of this one. Great release. Love this movie. It's a revenge film. Basically, Nancy Kwan's husband, right at the beginning of the film, some shady characters. The commentary on that was fantastic. Like kind of like just come in, knock on the door. Hey there, welcome. Man, it has been a while. It's warm. That's what I'll tell you. It is. It's really warm. But knock on their door and they come in. They kill his, like, this is not a spoiler. It's right at the beginning of the film. Kill the husband. Kill the kids. Nancy Kwan is out for revenge, and Robert Forster is a taxi cab driver that gets caught up in the middle of it. It's such a cool release. We follow this up with their first box set. There's a second one coming out. I really wish Vinegar Syndrome was still doing their partner label for this one, because this is Primetime Panic, and this is one of my favorite box sets that came out that year. The look of it is utterly fantastic. Like aesthetically, it's a pleasing looking box set. As far as the films are amazing. They just do so much goodness in this here set. And I've shown this one a couple times, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I just want you to see how well they did with this set. And for those that are wondering kind of like, what is this black and white aesthetic that you're seeing? Why is it done like this with these kind of line drawings? So back in the day when television films were done, what they would do is you would often see, like in the newspapers or in your TV guide, they'd have like artwork like this that would kind of like highlight the TV movies that were done. So this here is actually R.E.P. Robert Forster, man. This actually is kind of a throwback to the kind of the TV guide type of advertisements that you would see for TV films, and these are great ones too. You got like some great release here. We have like Dreams Don't Die, which is way better than I thought it was going to be. Freedom, which is an excellent film, and the one that really was kind of like the big star was Death Ride to Osaka, because this one actually does have a kind of an R-rated cut to it. And yet, Death Bomb is 100% right. He knows his soundtracks. Dreams Don't Die has an incredible soundtrack. I would love to see it put out, actually. So hopefully those rights can be acquired. If it comes out, by the way, guys, you must buy it, for it is an excellent soundtrack. But unfortunately, they are no longer among the Vinegar Syndrome partner labels. But you can still get some of them, and we're going to look at the website to check that out. But let's look at this one right here. This one comes from Utopia. We have another Utopia release right here, and this is for Mad Men only. And for those that have watched the channel for a while, I'm not quite sure if there was an actual theme. Like, it's not a VSA where there's kind of like a theme for them, as much as it was just quality releases with quality films with a quality release. That's the way I always took our Fun City editions, but I could have been wrong on that. Now, Brian's Just to This podcast has had him on there a couple times, so I would say definitely check that out. But for Mad Men Only is one of the ones that was a big one for me. Why for Mad Men Only? Well, I am well, yeah, I was going to be an actor. And this release is super cool for somebody that was interested in improv. Del Close was a mentor to many, many people, many very famous comedians. They mentioned Bill Murray, Tina Fey. There's a whole ton of people that he mentored. This is a documentary about Del Close, and it is incredible. There he is right there. Meet Del Close, the man with the keys to comedy. If only he can remember where he put them. This is one I think a lot of people, unfortunately, don't grab. And it's a shame because, like, we got like Bob Odenkirk, Jason Sudeikis, Michaela Watkins, George Wendt, Charna Halpern, Tim Meadows, a whole list of people talking about the fantastic madman of comedy that is Del Close. We dive from that to Decalog, my very first Decalog release, which was this one right here, Detention, based on the video game. Did you really see him in a play? That is amazing. I would have loved to have seen that. I would love to have like talked to him, picked his brain. Detention is one that I knew I wanted to get the second I heard it was announced. Detention does rule. 100% agree. And the thing about this, when Decalog puts out their stuff, they really don't tell you what their special features are going to be. They're very vague on it. But actually, it's pretty cool. And I just love this movie. And if you've never seen it, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm just going to say you need to get Detention. It's a really great release. Look at this. Here, look at this. Come on. Does that not make you a bit like curious? And now my partner label releases. Before, hey there, Maddie, welcome, man. I don't know if I knew it was in the Touch was actually. Halftime break of the excellent Bob Dylan biopic. I'm not there to join. Nice. Grabbed attention during the $10 sale. Yes. The original Untouchables, the TV series, or the movie, or the '80s series. So I haven't picked up any more, but I did pick up the original Saturn's Core release, and it made me want more. A free movie's called Detention. There is, but this is the one based off the. And don't take this as a bad thing because this is a good thing. If anybody ever asks you, "Hey, is there any good movies based off of video games?" Tell them this. Or if somebody ever looks at you and says, "There was never a good," I like video games, but there's never been a good video game movie. It's a great way to win a bar bet too, because it is. Saturn's Core's original release, Mail Order Murder, the documentary. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's a fun little documentary. Artwork on the inside is actually really cool. So if you missed out on the slipcover, it's okay. There's a bonus film in here, by the way, which I got to mention, Wave of Terror. It's a horror anthology of 2 films. So, or as I like, it's a portmanteau. But no, we're not going to use portmanteau for this. We're going to go to horror anthology. What I did love here, there was the Debbie D music video, which got stuck in my head. Oh my God, did that song get stuck in my head? He's in the movie. He actually says the line, "You guys are untouchable." Tries to bribe Elliot Ness. I got to go back and watch it again now. I was unaware, man. Here comes Andy bringing the knowledge. But I always say, if you've never bought a Saturn Core release before, buy this first. Because this is going to let you know if you want to buy another Saturn Core release. If you like the films that are mentioned in here and the type of films, the shot on video stuff, the really ultra micro budgeted stuff, then here you go. This is what you're going to be looking for. And once you get this, you're going to look at this, you're going to see this documentary, and you're either going to say, "Wow, I love this stuff," or two, that's not for me. Either way, it's okay. But with that being said, you've seen enough of me. Let's go to partner labels. Hey there, Rev. Welcome, man. Here we go. We're going to look at the partner labels because I want to show you guys some stuff that I'm very interested in. And I want to go by partner label as opposed to just doing them all. So we'll start with Altered Innocence, something that I don't have anything of. So I'm going to be honest. I don't have the significant knowledge when it comes to Altered Innocence. So if some of you guys there have the film, have any of these films, have ones that you want to recommend, uh, that is why this is a live video. I find that it helps that way. It's a fun one, Eddie. Definitely let me know what you think of it when you see it. Really getting into a shot on video, you need it. It's a cool, man. If you like shot on video, you gotta have the title. So we'll dive down. I want to do by, let's filter this, sort by old and new to old and new. Let's go old and new. So because old and new, you got a better chance of getting. Now, not everything goes on sale during Vinegar Syndrome sale, but partner labels often do tend to choose to go on sale. And when they do, it's usually partner label titles that have slip covers that came in for with Vinegar Syndrome. If there's backlog or older titles, Agfa, for instance, is a partner label that has a lot of titles that just came onto the site, but they weren't initially part of the Vinegar Syndrome partner label deal. Those don't usually go on sale. It's the later ones that usually do. Irre- it's such a big movie. I mean, like Irreversible for me. The only reason I didn't pick it up, and I'll be honest with you, because I would have picked up the Indicator edition initially, for me, but it comes down to the fact that I don't know if I can rewatch it. It's a great movie. Like it was a great movie. Murder Lust, I do love, man. Um, but it's a hard movie, man. It's a hard movie. But I can see 5,000 selling over Irreversible eventually. I'm not sure if right away, but eventually. So when it comes to these here, there's not a lot I can tell you on a lot of the Altered Instant stuff. So I'm never gonna like talk too much on things that I don't know. I did see Knife Plus Heart. Really enjoyed this one. So I can definitely give you a recommendation on Knife Plus Heart. It's kind of Giallo-esque style film. And if you've never seen it, it's it's a high recommendation for me for this from this company. It's one that I do know. Like I can't tell you if Hypnosis or Apocalypse After are great films. I did see Jack B. Nimble though. If this is Alexis Arquette. Oh, it is Alexis Arquette. Okay, I've seen this movie in years. Knife Plus Heart's a really good death bomb. Like that's one I definitely recommend. Jack B. Nimble. Oh my god. This I had this on VHS. Like this is a weird film, but I liked it. But to pardon the pun, I don't know jack about it right now. I don't remember that well. I remember really liking it when I had the VHS copy of it though. By the way, guys, if anybody here has seen any of these here Altered Incense releases, anything that you want to recommend, definitely recommend it. Because I'm going to go quickly through this one because I don't want to waste your time on stuff that I'm going to pretend to know that I don't know, and I'm going to go to stuff that I actually know. It is so long ago. That's the thing. It is. That's the killer part. Let's go egg for old new. So McPherson Tapes, I really wish I had missed out on the slipcase of this one because I like it. I actually like the McPherson Tapes. That was pretty good. Drug Stories I adored. Oh my God. Me and my cousin watched this one. This was sent to me by a viewer, by the way, which I was so grateful for because it's part of their Scare Films archives. And I want more Scare Films archives. What it is, it's these kind of like quote unquote educational films that are going to tell you about, this one's about drugs and like Beyond LSD, The Bottle and the Throttle, Curious Alice, The Distant Drummer, Drugs, Drinking, and Driving, LSD, Insider Insanity, Goofballs and Tea, None for the Road. It is so users are losers. Oh my God, this is so much fun. It's hilarious. It's one you can watch like at a party, put on in a background. People can have a lot of fun with it. The same like we used to do back in the day. This show is setting some of my parties. We had like trailer tapes and stuff would be on the background, and we'd have them like muted, but we'd have like music playing. But these drug story things would be fantastic for a party. We got Limbo here, which is a release I didn't pick up. I'm pretty sure it's Tina Kraus, right? Yeah, Tina Kraus. I confused when this one initially came out. I confused with somebody else. Like I said, "Oh, this is this actress." I was totally not. Sometimes Aunt Martha does dreadful things. Um, Scary Tales. Oh my God, I love. I need to buy this movie. Um, this is one I want. I have seen Scary Tales. I don't own Scary Tales yet, but I was with my dad and we saw Scary Tales. I think we saw. Was it like a Arrow Video that had it on there? I think maybe. If you have not seen this one, oh my God, you have to see this movie. Narcotics Pit of Despair from 1967. Aren't these so fun? Have those drug story vibes to them. But this one is hilarious. Scary Tales proves that films of John Waters and Don Doler aren't the only genre miracles from Baltimore. And it's so true. Plays like a public access version of Creepshow is a perfect example of this one right here. It is like, Eddie, it is so fun. I did not expect to like this as much as I did. It's insane. I have yet to show this to my better half. I need to buy this one. I was so hoping during that they did their 10 for 10 sales. Indy, you got to know Scary Tales. So it's shot in Baltimore, and you get to see like areas of Baltimore if you've ever been there. So it starts off with these people that have like a metal detector, right? And they're going across trying to find stuff. And this guy comes across, hey man, V film, welcome, man. My favorite, let me see. Um, I do love the third one. There's something incredibly insane about the story where there's a story where this guy's girlfriend is cheating on him, and he finds out, and he goes on a killing spree. Man, V film knows exactly. Hey, the Master Gas, welcome, man. Master Gas has been doing some amazing stuff, and is working on like movies for Full Moon, places like that, and we are super proud of Master Cast there. So if you keep an eye out for the Leech Woman movie that's coming out, because that's what he's working on right now, and it's amazing. We are proud of you, Jose. Watch Downer for the mid '50s Baltimore. Oh yeah, and then watch this one to see like a very different type of one. Oh, there are some sci-fi tales. We'll get to sci-fi tales here eventually. Don't worry. Um, but yeah, there's just something insane. Like I love them all. I do. I love every story in this one. The crazy part is the Crypt Keeper character in this is actually really well done. But oh my God, the guy's just going around killing. There's literally no story. He's just going around killing person after person. There's no story to it. It shouldn't be as entertaining as it is, but it is really freaking entertaining. So yes, guys, high recommendation on Scary Tales. Oh, if that goes on sale during the sale, pick it up. Oh, nice, Doug Bradley. Doug Bradley was such a nice guy. I met him at a convention a few years back, and every single time in Montreal, every single time that I passed, like where the table was from, I went there first. I was very nervous because I was told, okay, he's going to be super like serious and big germaphobe and all this type of stuff. It was a complete lie. The guy was really nice. Came up, shook my hand. We talked for a few minutes. He remembered my name every time I passed the table. When he'd say hi, and he'd say hi by name, and that always blew my mind. Doug Bradley's one of the nicest people that I've met. Indy. You gotta let me know, Indy, when you watch Scary Tales. Okay, so don't know a lot about Chimob and the girl from Pussycat. Like, if you guys know these, like, shout out ones that you like. I'm not gonna like give recommendations on things that I haven't seen because it's not fair. Um, Curious Doctor Hump. I remember not liking him. I didn't buy the new release, but I remember not being big on this one when I initially saw it. I don't have this one yet, Jungle Trap Run Cody Run, but I'll buy anything with this director because I'm pretty sure this is James Bryan, right? Yeah, James Bryan from Don't Go in the Woods. And if you've ever picked up Stephen Thrower's book Nightmare USA, then there we got a recommendation on Shemab, so which is fantastic 'cause I haven't seen that one yet. I did enjoy Treads of the Ninja. Okay, so I was read my thoughts on Dr. Rams. I did enjoy Treasure of the Ninja. I haven't got through it yet, though. I haven't finished it. But what I saw of it, because we were doing packing at the time, so it was kind of in the background. Is your least favorite director? Oh God, no. There's the least favorite directors. For me. There's some least favorite directors out there. I find him like entertaining. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be a good movie. Like, you expect not to have a good movie with James Bryan. Stephen Thrower loves James Bryan. He does. He's like Boarding House. Did they do Ninja Zombie? I think so. It is definitely the B movie. It is the B movie Bible, I think. Now, some stuff Monster of Camp Sunshine and Honeymoon Tear. A lot of people are going to really hate on. So I'm going to guess Jose is not a big fan of this one right here, but I am actually. Monster of Camp Sunshine is hilarious. Lady Street Fighter, yeah, you put out Lady Street Fighter, man, and with a girl that sounds like she's the mother of Tommy Wiseau. Yes, and Franco is amazing. And one of these days, I'm gonna get you over here, Jose. You're gonna be, and we're gonna go through some some Franco, some good Franco. I will convert you, and you won't mind because you'll be in Morocco. It'll be nice sunny weather and fantastic food. So there you go. So we got the films to Doris Wishman, which I love. I'm not going to say these are all like fantastic films, but they're films that I really enjoy. I do think that the films of Doris Wishman, I don't have these yet, but they belong in collections because they're important films from a director that I think is had an important voice. I was told that these like kind of snap together like magnetically, um, like like they were going to do with the Renault Cardona box sets. So if anybody can confirm that, it'd be fantastic. Morocco movie night. Well, I won't make you watch just Franco if you don't want to. We'll watch something cool. Effects is amazing. For those that don't know, Effects is a really good film, and we haven't come across it yet, but I'm pretty sure it is here. I know that uh, that it went out of print initially, and they put it back. This one, yeah, it's a film. What is a really good one though? Glow: The Stories of the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling is an incredible documentary. It does snap together nice. See, that's by a director who deserves to have a cool like snap together case, unlike the other one. Uh, Attack the Beast Creatures. I have not seen in years, but I used to own the big box edition of this one, so I have like feelings for this film. Hey, Warlock, welcome, man. Zodiac Killer is here. Here's another one that's really interesting because it's one where you got a director that's making a movie when this is all happening, not like years later, not like oh when. Let's look back at the Zodiac Killer thing. Did I see Curse of the Blue Lights years upon? If it's the one I'm thinking about, years upon years ago, and you know what that means, don't you? Anytime we get a super chat, super sticker donation here, we bring in Yep, we bring in the ghost face cake. I don't remember Curse of the Blue Lights. I remember the cover of Curse of the Blue Lights, and that's the honest truth. I think I've seen it. I remember I remember the cover vividly. I remember not liking the cover back in the day, but I remember renting it. But I don't for the life remember it. And I'm going to recommend Lady Street Fighter. Try try before you buy. That's Master KS's. This is for sure going to be like everybody's favorite film. Who does not like? She had an amazing life, though. I mean, like, say what you want um, about Harmon, Renee Harmon. Like, her life is insane. Hey there, Josephine. Hey there, Joker. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much for coming in, man. I'll give like info when I can. If I can't, I can't lie about it. I'll be honest. Getting mixed reviews. I got to see that one. But yeah, definitely recommendation on Lady Street Fighter. Is it a good movie? No. Is it fun? Way more fun than it should be. And Dracula, the Dirty Old Man. I don't remember. So let's dive next into Big World Pictures. This is a newer one from them. So there's not a lot of releases here. I don't have any of these. I'm trying to think if I've seen any of these in actuality. And if these are newer picture, oh, this is 92. Rebels of the Neon God. I'm pretty sure I saw this. This one looks familiar. Do not care if we go down in history as barbarians. I love the title, man. Oh, nope. So I have no recommendations on there because I can't recommend something that I don't know. It's not fair for me to do that to people. Let's sort by old to new and go to Canadian National Pictures. This is a company that's interesting to me, and I have seen a few of these here because, well, I'm Canadian. So here's the thing. Now, the Ernie game is one that I did see, but it has been years. Because I'm pretty sure, like when I saw this one was, I'm not even sure if it was on a legit release. But one thing I can tell you right now, one item on top of my wish list for part labs. That's a fantastic question, actually. Um, Gets a hard one. Like I will say, the Wishman sets are strong. But let me get back to you after we get through the video. That way, I'll see if what stands out because there may be things I don't even realize. Canadian National Pictures is very important to me. There's You're going to see ones here that are topping my wish list, Warlock, because me and you are both Canadian, and where I live outside of Canada right now too, having like Canadian films, it becomes a bit of a thing, right? It's always like when you live far away. When I was living in Ottawa, I'd hear like Newfoundland music and stuff. I used to hate it when I was a kid. I ended up like kind of made me nostalgic. So I remember Ernie Game, but not very well. I remember liking it. Now I do remember loving Buster Keaton Rise Again, Helicopter Canada. Now one reason I will pimp the Ernie Game right now is because of this right here. It has a feature on here that's really good. This is something that I watched so often. It came on CBC when I was a kid, and I remember watching it so many times. I remember actually taping it off on VHS back in the day, and it was "Ladies and Gentlemen, Mr. Leonard Cohen." So if you've never seen Leonard Cohen, is um, is a singer, but he's not really much. He's more of a poet. when it comes to singing. He did like songs like "Closing Time." He had so much amazing stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, Mister, like even if you only kind of like the earning game, ladies and gentlemen, Mister Leonard Cohen is really worth owning. It is 100% worth owning. Buster Keaton Rise Again, Helicopter Cannon is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the documentary Forbidden Love. I remember seeing this, and I'm pretty sure I saw this on CBC TV as well. Uh, and a year maybe after it came out. But basically, Forbidden Love is a documentary. I want to get this right. The lesbian pulp fiction literature. So at a time when was really was forbidden. So if you're a fan of like I don't know Riverdale, then this here is going to kind of ring true in Cheryl Blossom's storyline because they're going through that right now. Don't Let the Angels Fall. I remember being kind of depressing. Um, it stars the female lead of this was the wife of Gordon Pinson, who recently passed away. Gordon Pinson was a Newfoundland actor, actor extraordinaire, actually one of the greatest. And I'm pretty sure it's his wife in this movie. Charmin King. There we go. Kid Brother. Not strong memories on that one. Nobody Waved Goodbye. Kind of remember. Annabelle Curse. I don't know if I've seen this one. Minefield I enjoyed. So a recommendation of Minefield. The Rainbow Brides has been a long time. This is a documentary, and I know it's not going to be for everybody, but this is my type. Kona that everybody knows song. Oh God, Exotic and Pump Up the Volume. That is such an incredible song. He is such a great. I love it. Leonard Cohen. I know people. Some people are like, well, he can't sing that great, but he's a poet. He's he's reminiscent a lot of like there's some French like poet laureates, singers that kind of like have that type of feel to them too. And Leonard Cohen always had that kind of almost that art house kind of beatnik feel. What Canadian Horn Nuggets is doing with Blue release? I think, yeah, oh God, Clown Murders, 100% the Clown Murders. It's one that has never gotten a good release. It has never been released uncut, as far as I know, Matt. And the only time that I got to see it uncut was on CBC Late Night. So the Clown Murders was a movie, and I think I talked about this on my Patreon, actually, on my Life in Horror '70s edition. It was a film done in the '70s. It had some very famous Canadian like actors in it, including John Candy, the late John Candy, and it is about these four men who kidnap as a quote unquote joke the new wife of their one of their friends and a businessman, and but quickly turns dark, and somebody in a clown outfit, because that's what they're wearing, clown outfits, um, is stalking them. Is it one of them? Is it somebody completely different? You'll know by the end of the film. It's a really good one. Cold Comfort. I forgot about that one. That's a really good one. Did you ever see the Canadian thriller Plague from '79? Oh, it sounds familiar, but I don't. I can't remember, man. And I got Everybody Knows stuck in my head right now. Gina, this is one I think I should have seen. I don't think I have, and I really want to. So this is high on my list. I remember Cold Comfort. It is like Misery. It's so like Misery. I remember I sat that one on. I saw it on CBC, but I also had I think a VHS. That one on VHS. Paul Gross, by the way, guys, look up Paul Gross. He's amazing. Um, Hitman Heart Wrestling with Shadows, truly one of the great. You don't even have to like wrestling. You could hate wrestling. Wrestling with Hitman Heart Wrestling with Shadows is a great documentary. It is a great documentary. Speaking parts, I'm going to be honest and say this is one I don't remember. 1989 too. It's the year I graduated from high school. So there's probably a good reason for that. And it's Adam McGuyan, so going down the road. Oh my God! Yes, it's not a horror film, but I would love going down the road. Um, going down the road, guys, is a film. It's a Canadian film about two guys from the East Coast. So, but the East Coast in Canada is like Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. Like there's the smaller areas, the island areas. And one of the big things is that when you live in Newfoundland or you live in Nova Scotia, then there's always the dream, right? Of like going to Ontario or going to Alberta and getting a really good job or making it big or making a lot of big money. And you go there and you make a lot of money and you hope to, like you're either going to settle down there or you're going to do the dream of like making money for half the year and coming back for like 3 months and then going back there again. It's a very Canadian thing, but that's what going down the road's about. And early role for Jane Eastman as well. Eastman. Actually, she's has a nude scene, which is really surprising. But in that film, she's a famous Canadian actress, by the way. Not somebody that you expect to do like a nude scene though. Like it's very different. That's why I kind of mention it because it's something to search out for that. Circle Collective here is there's a few that I know for this one right here. I kind of want Donnie's bar mitzvah. Heavy Metal Parking Lot. That was fun. I haven't seen A-Holes, though I've been told. Do you have it on Blu-ray? I did not know Going Down the Road had a Blu-ray, man. Actually, I didn't know Going Down the Road had a DVD release. Do you know what company put that out? I got to look for that one. We got Project Space here. So Raph was looking for, is this a sci-fi film? We'll find out in a second. Nope. But yeah, for guys that are horror fans and like, what the heck, why should I see Going Down the Road? Well, if you ever watched the movie Black Christmas, remember Margot Kidder goes to the police station and she talks to that police officer. Who's kind of not the brightest police officer in the world. He kind of makes fun of her. She kind of makes fun of him. That guy that's playing the police officer is one of the stars of Going Down the Road. A little bit of my weird knowledge, I guess. Going into culture shock releases for this one. I don't know David as Demons. I haven't heard good things about it though. I I remember Video Murders as having the worst cover I'd ever seen. It's got the sequel there too. The sequel's when he goes back right after the other guy's passed because the other guy died in real life. Page of Madness, Celebration, Danny Deck Chair, Songs from the Second Floor. Decent watches. But I remember this. I don't remember the film at all. I remember as having the worst cover I'd ever seen at the time. Because look at this. Right now, I think it's amazing. I get Lois Lane, Margaret Kidder. But I think this is awesome now. But back then, I was like, my God, this is the worst cover I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I was so young and naive. I've heard a lot of great stuff about Culture Shock. I really need to get more of the releases. The unfortunate thing, Joker, is I kind of moved around the time that Culture Shock was starting to do releases. Slash Dance, I want. I remember very little, and I don't remember it being the greatest. But just to let you know, I'm the type of guy. This is these type of movies are made for. I'm the guy that bought like you know the Nail Gun Massacre and about things from from Severin. It's Intervision label, so it's totally a me thing. Night Ripper, I can't remember if it's the one I'm thinking. I actually really liked this one back in the day. 86, yeah, I know I saw Night Ripper. I enjoy Night Ripper actually. I love the way that Culture Shock's releases are put out. Like, just look at this here. Like it depends. I mean, like I wouldn't say all these on what you consider like good. Like we have different definitions of good. The Fast Run, yes, I did actually. Hard Body. Have I ever watched Hard Bodies? Yes, many times actually. I grew up on the Hard Bodies films, dude. I'm an '80s kid. I remember actually picking up the Hard Bodies collection on DVD. I still have it. Game of Survival. This one I don't remember so well. I'm not gonna lie. This one here is like Raft. This is a sci-fi one though. All powerful creatures rule the galaxy. Watch these games survive for sport. The winners of the games will be granted freedom. Which of these seven deadly men will secure the ball and survive until noon? So you can see, like, it is really low budgeted stuff right here. Like, no, there's no like surprise there. Times Square area, nice. But but I have a lot of fun with films like this. I often find myself like I do love like the regular films, and I find myself like diving outside of films that are kind of studio style. The Bad Oh yeah, but I wouldn't say Video Murders. I don't remember. So that one I can't go on. I remember liking Night Ripper. And I remember having like some. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, yes. So anytime you see Ted Pryor's name in a movie, so here's one right here. Like I don't remember Raw Nerve, but it's got Ted Pryor, Sandra Bergman, Tracy Lords, Glenn Ford, Jan Michael Vincent, and Tex Cobb. How can you not want that movie? Gold Runner, I'm not sure about. But yeah, I love to dive into some of the culture shock stuff. And if you've got a lot of culture shock releases and you want to like just shout out the ones you think are the most important ones to get or the first ones you think that people should pick up, definitely do so. So Joker, if you're the ones that you think, okay, this is the ones people need, 100%. Shout them out, man. Circle Collective, I've only seen a few of these. If I was going to give you like a top release for Circle Collective right away, it's Fair Game. Oh, sorry, Dark Star. For Dark Star, it's going to be Fair Game. Fair Game is an excellent film. It's an Australian film. I have it from Umbrella releasing. This is newer. This is newer version of it. Not newer. It's the same movie, but it's a newer release. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it is so good, and basically, there's these truly like horrible people. Um, who's in Fair Game? It's an Australian film, and God, she's an Australian actress. Cassandra Delaney, right there. Peter Ford, David Sanford, Gary Hu, and Don Baker. So it's there's Australian actors, and it's really really good. It's intense. Basically, if you remember, Quentin Tarantino did the movie Grindhouse, right? And it was him and the one that he did with Kurt Russell. With so with remember the sequence where the girl the is like where the stuntman takes her and actually puts her like ties her to his car and like just kind of goes really super fast, right? Um, so that's from Fair Game. Like you took that from Fair Game. It's not Sarah Cindy Carver to Wayne Baldwin. No, it does not. This is one of for me, I consider this one of the best. Basically, they go the take this girl's boyfriend's gone out of town. They stalk her, and they go they're brutal, Death Proof. Thank you. I was trying to remember the name, Indy. Uh, but yeah, if you've seen Death Proof, yeah, and Joker's right. Last Matinee is a really cool film. Kind of gross. There's a gross sequence in here that kind of made me cringe. But this is the best version of Last Minute to get. It does include the Frankenstein Day of the Beast movie that's actually mentioned there, so you actually get that film in here, including it has another film as well. There's a bunch of features on here, and Dark Skies: The Last Matinee. I strongly recommend for people like the kind of Jello and the gore stuff. They're going to enjoy this one. Think of Death Fair Game as like all the best of Death Proof because Fair Game's amazing. I would say those are the tops that I'm gonna mention for those right there. And let's go to Deaf Crocodile, which I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have a lot of recommendations on right here. Though not because I don't like their stuff, but because I have not been able to afford to get their stuff yet. I remember seeing Delta Space Mission when I was younger. I enjoyed this. So you gotta like weird animation. Like I'm gonna put it right now. You gotta like the weird animation. You don't like weird animation, you're is not gonna be your thing. But but I enjoyed it back in the day. It's weird as hell. Death Bomb's got dropping some Ilya Muromets, which I probably mispronounced, so I'm gonna apologize. Uh, this is one that I've heard great stuff about, and I do recommend it. So make sure you check that one out, guys. It's a 1956 film, but it doesn't look it, and it is a great fantasy film. I wish I liked everything. It would make it a lot easier. Solomon King, I haven't seen yet, but the trailer, I want to see this so bad. Um, why mention stuff you don't like? Like that would be such a downer of a video, man. It's got like it looks like it has a 70s like movie mystery of the week, ABC mystery of the week thing to it. So I actually kind of want to see that. The 4K for Razorback coming out from Umbrella. I'm so excited about that. The Tale of Zara Sultan. Was that one of the other ones you mentioned? Sampo. Again, this is the one I haven't got yet. But the CNB ones that like definitely go together. That's on the writer's strike. I support the writers. Like it's a difficult time now as a Tales of Zara isn't out yet. Perfect. Okay. So when it comes to Decalog, obviously detention is going to be my my big one right here. This is the one that I'm actually very curious about Air Doll. Um, and I heard great stuff about Keep an Eye Out. Well, I should have picked that up during the $10 sale. I didn't. Same thing with two lottery tickets a month in Thailand. I missed out on that one. Good luck on the filming, man. Make sure you check out, keep an eye out for Master Case's films that are coming out, including the Full Moon Leech Woman film that'll be out actually really soon, probably. I have two titles because it's two films. So that's a double feature. So two lottery tickets a month in Thailand. They're two separate films. KFC. Recommendation on KFC? Oh, that looks creepy as hell, man. Or maybe that's just a little kid. But something about little kids, I find little kids in films, I find extremely creepy. Uh, maybe it's because I just recently watched Orphan, like the sequel. Are in the same KFC location. A sick doctor twists the cohorts, attack random people, and ultimately cannibalize them. So okay, so it is a. Yeah, I did not know this was a thing, man. Take Me Somewhere Nice. That actually kind of interests me too. But again, haven't seen it. There's certain ones like I'm not gonna lie and say like, okay, here's this. I know all these movies. I don't. I I don't have time. Hey, Swift, welcome, man. Yeah, KFC looks interesting. So ETR Media has been putting out a lot of documentaries. I've been getting varying reports on the quality of some documentaries. I can only talk about the ones that I know, and I know that I think We're Alone Now is a fantastic documentary. That's one about the two unusual people that like the singer Tiffany, and it really creeped me out a bit when I was watching it. Actually, Scream Queen is another one that I know really well because I saw it. It was on Shutter as well. And this, of course, is the documentary about the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two. How he was like an actor and he was kind of coming up and how acting in Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two, otherwise known as the gay Nightmare on Elm Street film, um, kind of hurt his career because he wasn't out at the time, and it was harder to be out in the 80s. But it's a fantastic documentary. Actually, confronts the director and the writer of the film. And I think I love Jack Shoulder's stuff, but he does kind of. I do think Jack Shoulder does kind of like kind of sort of like doesn't take full credit. So these here, I'm not sure of. The first VCR Sets Go Hi-Fi. I've heard mixed reviews on those. Same with Who Done It, the Clue documentary. So I don't know. Golden Era. I was actually going to watch this one. I saw it. I thought I saw it on a streaming service, but when I looked again, it wasn't there. So maybe it wasn't supposed to be there. Maybe I saw it somewhere. But I'm really interested in these documentaries. I don't know if they're great. So I'd be lying if I did. The ones that I can give 100% like recommendation on is I think We're Alone Now. That's a fantastic documentary. Scream Queen. That's a fantastic documentary. Um, Commando Ninja. I was super excited about when I initially saw it, but then I saw it was like a kind of a newer type of film. Um, and I'm like, is this still gonna be good? Maybe it is. So because I initially had this in my cart to buy, and I ended up not picking it up because it was a 2018 release. Oh, Nightmare 2 has amazing poster art. So those are my recommendations on there. Like I've seen more of those than are here. Um, let's dive onto Factory 25 next. Full Moon Trilogy really interests me. I have not seen it. I want to see this one really bad. Uncle Kent's 2 looks insane. So that's another one. Inspector Ike. No, that's the one with the 70s murder mystery, like kind of aesthetic to it. I got mixed up with the other one. I apologize. So not a lot that I'm going to recommend on there because I just haven't. Fun City Editions. This is where we get into my recommendations. This is what they have here. Because of here, I've seen a lot. Breathless, a million percent. Get Breathless. It's a really good one. It's the last release coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. A strong recommendation on Breathless. Cutter's Way is a great film. Recommendation on Cutter's Way. Married to the Mob, 100%. Natural Enemies. It's Hal Holbrook, guys. It's Hal Holbrook. Heartbreakers, I like. The Coca-Cola Kid, like Roberts. I really love that one. Bellitus, I wasn't big on. Born to Win. I'm trying to remember if this is the one I'm thinking of. Morver and Collar sold out. If this is what I'm thinking about, I really like that. Radio On is enjoyable. Rancho Deluxe. Primetime Panic, 100%. Pick this one up. See, this is one place where we do agree, man. I got the original Breathless. I really like it, but I do like the remake. Married to the Mob, Heartbreaks and Coca-Cola Kid. Otherwise Complete. That is so cool, man. Smile is really good. I still have it. Smile and Jeremy is a great. Like you can't go wrong. Here's one here where you can blunt. Like Belletus is probably my least favorite out of all of them, and that's one that I've seen the least. But you can probably buy anything from Fun City Editions, and you know what? You got to get a good film. Losing Fun City Editions was a major loss for the partner labs for Vinegar Syndrome. I'm not going to lie. When it comes to Gunpowder and Sky, here's a few that you want to look up. Summer of '84 is a fantastic film. I'm going to 100% recommend that one. It is a great film. It's been on Shutter, obviously. It is a newer film. Prospect. Again, a recommendation on Prospect. I need Kid Candidate. I don't have this one. Small is really fun. A great cast in Small, too. Tragedy Girls, I really enjoyed. I don't have their edition. I do have Tragedy Girls, but I don't have their edition of Tragedy Girls. I bought it at a Sunrise Records as with double feature and a Canadian release with another film. Her Smell, I really like. The Little Hours is I thought this was a lot of fun. Now, it has one of my film goddesses in here in Aubrey Plaza, and it also has Alison Brie. So there was no way in hell I was not going to like that one. I don't know, man. Yeah, Tragic Girls was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I still need to see Villains. I heard good things. Um, and Eat Brains Love, I heard is really good as well, but I have not yet to see it, so I can't I can't honestly give you, I can't let you say, I can't run you down the wrong road. Kenny, it pretty much, if there's good stuff by Kenny, recommend it, guys, because I don't know. Summer of '84 was so good, and so near the ending, surprise hell on me, by the way. There's ones I'm interested in by Kenny, but I don't have them. Music Box selects here Heavy Trip. Like Heavy Trip 1,000,000%. And it's not there anymore. I wish it was, but Summer Fear, Linda Blair. I would recommend that one, like 100%. Heavy Trip is funny, and Summer Fear is Wes Craven, like TV film that was really well done. I gotta skip by pause video, guys. I'm gonna say pause video for my Patreon channel. For those that don't know, just because there's like I have a Patreon, like, and I certain one titles like adult titles and stuff like that. Like, I just gotta go for. I just don't do them on the channel. Get Please Baby Please. There you go. There's a recommendation. I love when people are recommending stuff on here. Because it should not be, when we're doing this here, especially a live video, this should not be all about me. This should be about you. Your recommendations, your thoughts, what you like. Because as much as like I'm gonna let you know everything that I like, the reason this is live is so that everybody can give their thoughts and their recommendations there. Because I could pre-tape this, but I don't want to. I want to do it with you guys. I want to chat with you. So Saturn's Core, again, it's gonna, if you like shot on video, pretty much most of the stuff's gonna be for you. Red Lips is one that I'm interested in. Please, Baby, Please. Yeah, that's the one, right? Because that we mentioned before. It looks really interesting. I see, Please, Baby, Please. I want that one. Shattered Dead Account. Sorority Slaughter. It looks horrible, but I want it so bad. Psycho Sisters, I'll 100% get. Like, they can keep Duck. Like, that's tasteless as all hell. Sinister is interesting. No Resistance is like a really low budget sci-fi one. Dead North, the slaughter begins when death takes a hike. Yeah, these are fun. Like, these are fun. Please, Baby, Please, directed by Amanda Kramer. You produced a new movie which was announced a couple days ago. So Unreal, narrated by Debbie Harry. Wow. I love me Debbie Harry. Who didn't love Debbie Harry, right? Parallel Lines. Great, one of the great albums, man. Subculture USA had two films, Deadlock, which is unfortunately sold out, and Out of Order, which I haven't seen. So if I've seen it, I don't remember enough to give you a recommendation on it. We got TerrorVision, which I'm pretty sure is also gone from them as well. Day Love and Other Catastrophes, 1996. There you go. If you're into gore, watch Savage Harvest. It depends on the type of gore. Sometimes I'm into gore. Sometimes I get wimpy Joker, man. Killing Sprees here. Video Violence. Damn, saw it. That was a lot of fun. And Blood, Guts, and Sunshine is a fun one as well. WNUF is another one. Like, go on TerrorVision's website. I'm pretty sure you should be able to get them from there, I think. But as far as being here, they're sold out from here. Film Desk is one release, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably not going to know it. Trouble Every Day. Looks good. It's pre-order. Don't know it. Oh, here's a company I should know. Well, because I used to review for them. All right. So Spirits of the Air, Grims of the Clouds. No, that one I don't know so much. What I can tell you, though, is Undead is a fantastic film. And Nightmares I really, really enjoyed. Now, I'm not going to say Nightmares is for everybody, but it's if you're a slasher fan, definitely worth checking out. Really enjoyed this. My cousin, who's not a huge fan of a lot of this stuff, actually really enjoyed Nightmares. So that was a big surprise right there. Another big one, which is still around for them, and it's a good thing it is because they've lost a couple good like partner labels, is Utopia. And we got some great stuff with Utopia, but I'm just going to focus on a couple different ones here. And I'm very interested in Vortex. I haven't seen this one yet, but it stars it's got Argento. And you know me and Argento guys. I'm a Argento freak here. But as like I mentioned before, for Mad Men only, Essence Champagne, yeah, 100% of that one. Shiva Baby, I'm never going to not recommend anything with Rachel Sennett. Martha Picture Story is fantastic. This is one is on high on my list of ones to get. Another fantastic release. So many releases that you can get from here, but those are going to be the tops I'm going to recommend. And if you have ones above that that you think like people should get as well, recommend them. Going to VHS Fest, and I do not know. I haven't any of these. The one's called Justice Ninja Style. If this is an older film, it sounds really good. 1986, Ron D. White. Yeah, this definitely sounds like something I'd buy. Modern Premises, I don't remember seeing. Every time I look at Modern Premises, Death Bomb, I think of God, what's his name? The guy that played the Master on Doctor Who recently. For some reason, the picture kind of reminds me of that. And I'm sure there was a time I started to watch Modern Premises somewhere, but I don't own it. XYZ, again, I can't tell you. Yellowville Pictures, I recently bought one of them. They have some interesting titles here. I've been pretty much interested in everything Yellowville Pictures has done. I recently bought, but it's in Canada, Knocking. And I am very excited to watch Knocking. I don't know. I don't think I got Blood on Her Name. If I did, but I really wanted this one. Can't remember if I got it or if I just really, really liked it. Either way, it's almost anything by, especially like their horror slasher stuff, their psychological thriller stuff tends to be the stuff that I tend to look for. And guys, with that being said, and at just over an hour long, I don't want to keep you guys too long. We don't want to make one of those super long videos. We'll have nights for that. Trust me. Once the halfway to Black Friday sales are happening, by the way, we will be here. We will be live, and we'll be having a pre-show right here on this channel, like we always do. We will have the big sale show where the announcements come up and where we look at stuff to buy and we buy together on my Patreon channel, like we always do. So be watching out for those. I have a lot more videos coming up for this month. This is the month of the halfway sales. I will be going through halfway stuff the entirety of this month. You're going to get a lot of content on here over, hopefully some stuff that you really like. I did a mystery shelf video earlier on, kind of a fun little thing to add in there. But let me know that you like this stuff. And if you want to, feel free to join our Patreon. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Anytime that anybody makes a donation or does a super chat or a super sticker, we get to see Scream Face cake. So there's the thing. I am Aaron. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and I will see you next time here in the Call to Cinema.